Alright guys, hello, this is Demon coming back for another round of Netherlands in Vicky 2. So we finished this final episode, grabbing the rest of our colonies out in the Pacific. Formosa is a goal, and so is Micronesia. We have to take those little islands out there so that we can have more control of the region against, you guessed it, Japan. Because again, we want to war with them. I always consider them a rival. They're a Pacific rival. They're the only other country I consider can do anything out there besides the Russians who own China. But we're friends with the Russians. I love Papa Alexander and Nicholas Tsar. Yeah, whatever the hell he is. Alright guys, go ahead and head down here. You're going to go ahead and get ready to blockade the coast. Honestly, I probably should just let him send a couple troops in and then murder them. Alright, that changed unit appearance? Not really. Go for heavy armament. Get those going. Gentlemen are done. Head up here. And the rest we'll get with this and get ready for the push. When will this be done? About a month. Alrighty. Where are those units at? They're in Indochina, Saigon. Go ahead and head out here. You guys are going to go to Peleliu quickly. Nobody's here to help them. As I said, British aren't involved. I have their coast blockaded. Actually, go ahead and let those guys in. Let those guys in. Pussy. Well, I killed something in their fleet. I just don't know what it was. Well, if we secure all the islands, there's absolutely nothing they can do. We'll get war score for it, so... no, you guys are heading up one more and then head in. Get over here real quick. I bet they're not able to get across because the French are like, get away from me. Oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, where are my boys at? Go in there, pick them up very quickly, very quickly. They're going to head home. Kill everything in there now, because that is desperately in need of a gas attack. Okay, if they kill the big force, I'm a happy man. Okay, that's dead. It's fine by me. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Javanese nationalists. Actually, these are some of the nationalists they're killing, so they're killing their friends. That's messed up. How's Netherlands looking? Holy crap. Send every available force into that because they're about to die. They're sending more troops in. Alright, now it's gonna die. Alright, they did secure that territory, did they not? No, not really. Good. Kill it. Head over there in preparation to get picked up. Start heading south. Okay, those boys are done. Excellent. Did you field those troops? Good, good, good. Get on the boats. You guys are going to go up here, secure the last island of Saipan, and the war is over. Excellent. They will not accept the peace offer even though they lost their entire army in that fight. Hey, you want to jump across? Nope. How about I just drive around you for a second and then head back to the Straits of Dover and I'll look for stuff. Found their fleet. God. It's dying. Oh god. The British fleet. Destroyed. Good job, gentlemen. And you just finished the rest of the fleet off. Good boys. Good boys. And with that, we secured the rest of the islands. Alright, men, head home. You can head back to here. Britain, do you want peace now? Thank you for Micronesia. There we go. More power. More power. Go ahead and upgrade all those. Nope. This. Where's it at? That. Alrighty. Wow, my money is fluctuating like a bitch. I'm not involved in that. Good luck. France, the chances of me supporting you is slim to none. Because I know you're dead. And I know you ain't coming back. Because what the hell are you going to do? You have, and I quote, 59 troops. Good. Army's done. The defenses must hold. They will. Alrighty. I'm a happy man. That is pretty much the end of it. Last tech, mutual funds. That's really good. That means we got it all. Was that last port done? It was finished. You guys are doing excellent here. You're still building up from the last time, so you guys are good. You'll be good. I'm assuming you got attacked, so I know you're not doing as well as you could. No, you guys actually got done before you got hit probably by the British, so... Get that, get that. Yeah, I probably am not as ballsy as I was when I played the United States and France. But that's primarily because I reached the point in the game where I know I can't win. I could not fight major powers by myself. Like, I could put up a hell of a fight. I will give them the greatest bloody nose in human history. But I sure as hell ain't gonna win. And if I get dismantled, I lose my empire, and I don't want to lose my empire. But the bloody nose I'd give them would be scrumptious. Alright, you guys are done. Excellent. Alright, so we're sitting at 17.46. As I said before, the only other territory I'd want is Formosa. If I could, I'd like Siam's territory, but I just don't see it being feasibly possible before the end of the game. Formosa is more doable because China really wouldn't have much access to me besides Indochina. And as far as I had to consider it, they probably don't have access to everything. They're allied with Tibet and Korea. I assume Yunnan hates them. Yangtze probably hates them. This would give me a lot of territory. This gives me a good chunk of the South China Sea guarded. All my Pacific holdings. I don't have anything here besides Oman and Abu Dhabi. But oh yeah, I forgot the canal. We'll take it. We'll take that hit. Forgot my canals. Damn. But overall, I think this was a very good game. I think we still got at least one more war on us. As I said, I'm gonna hold out to go for Formosa, so that'll probably be what we ended on, is one more war for an island. I just don't have any reasons to really go here and try to punch Britain for India. Like, I don't see a reason to get involved over here. Like, what's the point? You try to take India. Britain will send the entire freaking Indian population after you. It's like fighting China's mainland, and you're like freaking Greece. What's the point of you even thinking about coming over here to take this? You ain't gonna get nothing. I learned that even as Japan. Japan, you couldn't do it. Oh. Get up here, boys. We got rebellions. Kill them. Don't worry, everybody. That wasn't anything. It was just mild uprisings. I gassed them. Don't worry. All right, all the tech's done. Wow. I just actually want to kind of see how they do the techs in Vicky 3. That's actually the one thing that really makes me want to like look at it. Like, are they going to go with similar names? Or are they going to change some of the aspects to it? I want to see if they go for like animated pictures, or they're going to keep these like old JPEGs pictures that look really cool. Like, I like a lot of these old pictures. Like, because it's like stuff I never got to see before. Like, what's one that I like? I'm trying to find. There was always one I liked in the military tech. This, I like the aerial view of a deep defense system. I kind of like the idea of those defenses going in and everything. Then you get further along the lines, you kind of get Great War experience, see some of the old planes, the big rail guns that they used to use, artillery. The Navy stuff actually was kind of cool over here too. Steamers, ironclads, start getting the cruisers, battleships, the bigger dreadnoughts. That, I like the pictures they use for also the weapons platforms and stuff. It's really cool. Naval integration, but it's kind of like the carriers. That's what I liked over here. Oh, there was one I liked over here. Oh yeah, there's Lenin. There's my boy. Market stuff's actually pretty cool too. Middle class can become fascist. I really don't give a damn. Or prestige. We're still ranked the 6th greatest power. In theory, I probably could become a lot stronger if I deleted all my cruisers and just built dreadnoughts right now. Actually, I probably could just go ahead and do that. It'll increase my strength because I'm getting rid of the smaller ships. Like, watch. Rotterdam, Arnhem, Groningen, Bruges. I built 68 dreadnoughts. You're going to see my military score pop off. I'm just going to let it build it because I have it. I have the artillery, I have telephones, I have all these resources already being built, so I don't care. My factories are still going great, they're going strong. Still, all of them are getting upgraded. It's fantastic. Any other factories? Not really. And where is this at? Really? It's those guys again? Kill them. Yes. Yes. Rebellions will not be allowed to persist. Kill them all. You know, it's pretty bad when the Chinese Empire is that weak. Russians have over 100 million men. Actually, what is causing like most of my people to get mad? It's probably because people aren't being represented correctly in the minorities. To be honest, if I put somebody in charge, let's say the liberal, I'd probably need the socialists in charge so they represent everybody. Full citizenship. But the anarcho-liberals, whoever comes first. Well, I mean, I don't see China being an overall great threat, so I'm probably just going to let my battle dreadnoughts build up. I mean, do they even have a fleet? Let's be honest. No, so they're not going to send anything at me. All of it's going to be as a ground war if they get near me. Alright, so we'll secure Formosa, getting us the last piece of the territory that we actually want. Overall, I say this was a fantastic game. If anybody's wondering how easy it is to be the Dutch, it's honestly not that hard. Just keep building those dreadnoughts. I'll see what happens. I'm just going to let my guys build up all the dreadnoughts they can before the end of the game. We'll see what our military score jumps up to. Because that's why I'm kind of watching right now. Because I want to see how much it goes up by the building of a single battleship. So it goes up by 2 points. 166, that's a fair bit. Oh, we just got Borneo stated. Pog. Alright, gentlemen. Preparing for the invasion of Formosa. We're going in. Acquire a state. Wait till the end of the month. 3, 2, 1, and go for gold. Alright, I already should lower it to less than 11. That's really good. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of let my battle fleet get built. I'll see what it ends up being. Because I know we have a lot of military power. It's just a matter of, like, Germany's the only one that's stronger than me. Actually, wait, no. No, the Russians are. Ain't the Russians? Yeah, the Russians are the only ones stronger than me, and that's because they can just field whatever the hell they want. I'm actually shocked. Because I actually want to know what their, I want to know what their government is, because they're not having any rebellions. Which is very shocking to me. They had very minute rebellions. I wonder if the AI is designed to not have too many, because... Well, I mean, maybe not so. I can't really say that. I mean, they're designed to have them, but it feels like they don't suffer nearly as many as I was getting when I would play as them. Because whenever I would play the, whatchamacallits, the Russians, I would get rebellion after rebellion after rebellion if I was an absolute monarchy still. Like, everybody hated me for it. And I'm just like, I'm not even doing anything. Why do you people hate me? And that was even when I was still passing it. Like, you guys have seen it in the Russia campaign. I still had rebellions pop off, like, from different faction groups. And that was even with everything past, I think. I was still getting, like, communists once in a while. The only issue I'm really suffering as the, what do you call it? The, Dutch is just these constant rebellions from nationalist groups. Like, there are a couple of my, like, personal country groups that are getting involved, but not too many. Alright, when's this war? 3 months. I'm just gonna keep the guys off the coast. I really don't care. Building all these dreadnoughts is definitely going to have an impact on the economy, if I had to guess. Oh my god, you son bitch. I hate all of you. Die. These guys really want independence. I think they don't seem to realize is I have gas. It's probably because my conservatives are in charge. They want rights. I've been giving them residency this whole time. There's been nobody giving full citizenship to everybody, or at least supporting the idea of it. Yeah, because they're dead already. So I said I can kind of just not care what these guys want because I have the troops for it. Alright, head back to the Taiwan Strait. There it is. I have gas attack. What do you have? Actually, that's a good thing. What is their army tech at? 10? Oh my god. Run away to Luzon. I'll let you guys know if we need reinforcements. Kabuya. Oh no, that's just a massacre. I feel like the Japanese when they invaded China. That was a goddamn massacre. China, you want peace? Nope. Okay, have fun. You're not coming down here. Looks like they're heading west. I wonder if they got military access through Shanghai and the Yunnan. I mean, worst comes to worst, I just click on this button. I mean, personally, I just want this war to end. I got what I wanted out of it. They don't have a fleet. They can't build a fleet. Nobody's building clippers right now, so even if they do build the damn thing, it ain't gonna do anything. Alright, they're doing exactly what I was worried they were gonna do. Alrighty, everybody, this is where the game ends. It's 375 versus 569. Good luck. Kill them all. I see them definitely making a push, but I definitely see the more advanced Russians murdering their asses. Yeah, you have double the troop count and I'm destroying you. I think we both know who won this. Oh, you know what my favorite part is? Most of those troops that are here in Eastern China are all Chinese actual troops. Which is even more messed up when you really think about it, because it means they're killing each other. It really is messed up when you really think about it. Oh, let's go ahead and build these poor bastards up. Alright, so that's the end of the game pretty much. We'll just keep going. These guys will head back down to Indonesia, protect our little provinces there. But now we've finally officially owned all the territory I wanted. There's a bit more I would have liked. Would I have liked some of the more territory along France? Yeah, I definitely would have liked to have owned more, but you know what? I can live with what I got. For sure. Can we get all Dutch artillery again? Pog. Then we just need infantry. I need 3 infantry. I need an engineer and a cav. Yeah, but overall, I would say this was a fun game. I wish we could have did a little bit more. I probably would have been a little bit more ballsy, like, in terms of wars, if I knew I could win. The problem is I'm now I was looking at it earlier in the game, and our primary issue we suffered from was, you're playing at Netherlands, you're not going to have a big army. I mean, you have an army, but you have to really try for it sometimes. Go there quick. Head there, head home. Easy war, easy life. And to be honest, just with so many rival powers across from us, it's hard to know where you're actually going to be able to make a successful push. Like, let's say you fight, let's say we had that early alliance with Prussia. I wanted the mainland guarded, so I didn't have to fight. Now, Britain is a major power, and you got to be concerned with it. But if you have Prussia on your side, typically you probably don't have to worry too much about a war, because Prussia has enough troops combined with you that you could probably go in and not have to care about too much stuff. The main issue you run into is when you start hitting the, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, primarily the French. They're the main issue I have, which is I don't know what they're going to do to me. They can either be good friends with me or they might want to murder me. I usually run off the policy they want to murder me. But I also run the same policy with every single country in this game, which is most of them want to kill me. It's just very difficult to know whenever you're going to win. Like, some people would say be a little bit ballsier, take some hit. Like, be willing to push and take a loss if you're going to take a loss. The problem is I'm playing a game where I'm trying to win. To the best of my abilities. We'll see how high up on the placement we get. There's still more dreadnoughts getting built, so there's still time to get these 38 done. It's just a question of if. Again, my goal is not to really try to make a unique game too much. Like, as much as I would like to, because it'd be fun. It's just, it's very difficult to when, like, you're bound into the realm of your population and the troops you're building it from. It's not like Hoi 4 with Vicky 2. Like, Hoi 4, you can kind of mess around a little bit more and get away with stuff. And having puppets actually is kind of cool, because the AI knows to, like, build troops, and there's not an economy to the game. Compared to Vicky 2, which is an economy game. And because of the economy, it really does hurt you if you don't have access to a large range of resources. It's like us. I don't even have all the factories built inside my states. And I don't care. I have enough money coming in from it, and my industry's doing good. Top exports are lumber, sulfur, tropical wood. Top imports, furniture, tea, regular clothes. But we're also tariffing at 100%. Everybody's kind of happy with the way things are going, and I could care less. Same thing. I mean, the ballsiest thing I did was taking Haiti and Dominican Republic. I wanted Hispaniola, just so I can say I owned it. And in the end, it was fun owning it because it gave me another little port to use. I didn't think it was going to work the way it did. We still don't have enough resources. Jesus Christ. Well, most of that's getting added into the ships, but there's not really much else in terms of what I needed. I was really hoping to secure more of this. I'm actually surprised, because for the first time in a while, the Ottomans actually pushed and took all of Arabia almost, besides what I took. If I hadn't taken this when I did, they probably would have taken the rest. I don't usually see them push too far south. Usually they start getting... Usually the most I ever see them is take this, and then maybe they punch Naj and take some territory from them, like the Hale territory usually, but I usually don't see them push that far south. Usually one of the other European powers, like Spain's been doing it for a little while. I think even when I wasn't playing the Netherlands, even the Netherlands was doing it. Oh my god, this is gonna be a world war. Let me guess, you support Russia. You support Russia, I'm supporting Russia. We all support Russia, right? We're all Russia's friends? How would you give him East Macedonia? Like, I never understood that with this game. What's the point of giving them the East if they have the West? I side with them. You guys siding with me? You're more likely to side with me. Canada, yeah, I'll go ahead and take that alliance. Military access that bitch up. What year are we? I'm in 32. Well, this is how I see it. If Britain and Germany decide not to side with us and they stay neutral, this fight will not last that long because me and Russia alone can kill Austria-Hungary. They don't have the troops. I sure as hell know they ain't got the troops. Yeah, that's what I thought, you bitch. You ain't gonna fight us. We gonna whoop that little punk ass if you ever would have tried it. But overall, I mean, we got the canals. That was the one thing. I usually never get... Half the time I try to, I never can get Colombia because somebody always fears Colombia. It's usually always the United States. I think Britain was doing it a little bit too. For some reason, this time around, we were able to get it with no problems. I'm going to go ahead and build up the rail line again. It's not going to get done in time, but might as well try. But I was also surprised because I found it hilarious that Belgium went great power and I'm beneath them, but able to just sneak in there and take all the land they owned. That was another great thing we got lucky with, which was nobody allied Belgium, and they kept trying to ally me, and it's like, I don't want this alliance. I want to kill you. Why would I ally with you? I want your land. So I said, like, you got to kind of bide your time if you play as the Dutch. You can't just go and rush Belgium, because what ends up happening is sometimes you'll side with Prussia will side with you, but then the British side with Belgium. But the problem is the British just mobilize and they send all their troops across the channel, and then they just overwhelm you, and the Prussians just don't have enough troops to really stop the invasion from happening, and it kind of nation ruins you if you could let it keep going. I mean, in the end, I'm pretty sure you'll win. Especially if Prussia gets in far enough and invades enough with its other allies. But for the most part, it's pretty much how the game always. That's how I tried it before. Like, I did an early war with Belgium, and it just ends with me getting my ass kicked. Besides that, as I said before, I'm very happy we got these canals. I did not think that was gonna work. And look at that. Because I'm still building dreadnoughts, I'm already at the 3rd greatest power in game. That's hilarious. 3rd greatest power, still building dreadnoughts. One thing I might quickly do, real quick though, is I'm going to cancel some of them. Because when these guys get done, I need to have these ships ready to build another round. Because they're kind of building off key, which is one's getting done before the other ones did. Like, all the Rotterdam ships got finished before the others did, which is kind of stupid. And I'd rather them building up at the same amount of time. I have no idea what that is outside, but I might be shutting my damn window. 1 second, everybody. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Somebody's kunk out us outside. Shut the window so nobody gotta listen to that. Probably still going to come in through the background, but there's not much I can do on that besides shut a window. But as I was saying, still fun nonetheless. Really enjoyed it. What the hell was I talking about? I don't even remember. All I remember is build dreadnoughts. I want to see if I can get number 1. Build an extra 4. Okay, I can't build that 4. That's the only one I can't build. So there's 11 new dreadnoughts I can build, and that'll get us somewhere in the great power status. We'll see. Go ahead, try to build up the industry again. Another big factory build up in the hopes that this gets done. Let's see if we can get number 2. Can we hit number 2? I seriously doubt it, but I'd like to be there. Alright, good enough for me. But, definitely going for this was somewhat of a surprise. I didn't actually think about taking that territory until, like, nobody in the European side decided, hey, I want Southwestern Africa. I was like, well, it's good for me to have because I'm up here. We have here, 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 here. We also have our one province in Africa and Ghana. And then that would give you another staging ground to go down here along the coastline to then head over here and then hit our East Africa territory and here. And it also gives us connection to the Suez, which then circles around and gives us complete access over the canal. Then up here gives you a little bit more land, a little bit more to work with. Really nice to have. Then you got the Dutch side of things, which is always fun to have. I just, like, that's why I said the Dutch side of having access to East Asia kind of early on is really cool. And I'm glad that they do this for this game, because it's cool having access to all this stuff early on. But it's also really weird when you think about it, because it's, Dutch have all that territory over there, and you can do whatever the hell you want with it. Like, you have so many more options than some of the other powers. Like, Britain has all of India, but them having access to this is kind of like, why wouldn't you take Malaya? Why wouldn't you take Brunei? Why wouldn't you take Bali? Why wouldn't you take Etcha? Why wouldn't you? There's so much to work with. And it gives you also a little bit extra space to use your ships with, so they don't suffer from attrition. And then, again, what I recommend always taking is always take Abu Dhabi. I always take that territory. And it's because it's so freaking useful to have. Oh, they sphered them. I'm not going to try. Like, I honestly find it to be such a good territory to have, because then eventually at some point you get oil. Now, I don't know if both of them will get oil. Sometimes usually only one gets it, I think. I can't remember. I'd have to look back on other episodes. Or just other things in general, but usually you get oil here, and the oil is very useful. It can really save your economy, and it's if you're into having an issue. But more importantly, it gives you access to the ability to build tanks if you want, planes and such. I don't usually build any of those things because I don't have a reason to. Like, as much as I would like to build, like, you know, tanks and crap, I have no reasons to, because most of the time I've tried using them in the past, they just die in an instant. I'm just sitting there looking at them like, why did I build these stupid things? Like I just don't understand how they work, so I just go, the infantry always works because it always has and always will. The only thing I think that's a little bit better, and it probably comes down to production, which is you probably need a lot of factories. If I had to guess how the system works, is you need factories to replace the tanks that you lose. The problem is if you don't have any factory and a lot of factories producing tanks, then there's nothing replacing what you lose, and they suffer more in a fight. Compared to infantry, which is just waves of bodies, which are easy to, you know, kind of get. That and my infantry design always seems to do really well, and I recommend doing those 4-1-5s. They always do well. I've never had them not work well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Besides that, I mean, it's been a very exciting game. Well, for me it was. I don't know for you guys. Maybe you guys didn't find it to be as enjoyable. Because I know for some people it's kind of like you want to see more action. Some people want to see you do like ballsy plays, like go fight Russia and take Finland for God's sakes. It's kind of like, why? Like, as cool as that would be to do, it just comes into the grand scheme of things is, why would I do that? That just sounds really stupid of me. Because I won't gain anything out of it, really. Like, what do you gain out of going over and taking Russia's Finland territory? It's just kind of like, you're just taking it to take it, and then you gotta guard it. You gotta protect it. The Russians are gonna keep trying to punch you. And if you piss them off enough, they just kick your ass. Actually, what the hell am I doing? Yeah. No. Bad game. Go there, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah, gas. Go up here, kill him. Alright, looks like the last of them are probably in Africa, right? Oh no, there's one up there. Get him. Yeah, the rest of them are in Africa. Those are all easy kills. That 12 count one will be the one that's probably got the highest chance of actually securing a province. But I also upgraded all the factories, so the chances of that happening are probably slim to none. The only thing I wish is we could have got this, but due to limited colonial points, I didn't get to secure that portion of Africa, so it looks kind of border gory. Alright, gentlemen. Fine job. Head home. But I will say I did like taking the rest of Asia. I was surprised we got all of New Guinea. I was kind of concerned when that was going to go on with us and the British, whether we were actually going to win that fight or not. I was leaning towards more the side the British were probably going to kick my ass. um, but the other thing I didn't fully understand with it was when that went on was we went to war because... Wait, Turkey's a thing? I'm not questioning that. But we kind of went to war to fight to get Northern New Guinea. But during the middle of the war, it looked like at some point they like just abandoned it. So we took it anyway. And it's kind of like, why'd we fight this if you were just going to, puss out? It's like we didn't even have to fight this war. We just literally killed off portions of our population for you to run away like a bunch of bitches. Oh, by the end of it, though, we got 3rd place. I'm happy with that, nonetheless. Nothing else I can do on that. I mean, definitely the Spaniards going to war for Southwest Africa was probably the greatest thing that ever happened because that gave me a free way of getting Philippines. Because I rarely am able to usually capture all of it. It's usually a few wars I have to do and wait. Said I had enough infamy down to where I got two states in one go. It was really nice. And then they went independent, and it really isn't that hard to fight the, It really isn't that hard to take out Philippines because they don't have an army. They're not going to be fully teched. I mean, I think they put up a better fight than the Japanese did, and the Japanese, all I had to do was just seclude their islands and kill them. Like, they gave up really quick. Although, the one thing I will say, that is hilarious to look at is this. I think Australia's been suffering rebellion since they formed. It also looks like whatever went on over there is still a mess. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody was able to take the rest of Alaska, so Alaska is still uncolonized because the Russians, for some reason, don't want it. The Americans have ports, if I had to guess, but they're not colonizing it for some stupid-ass reason. And Canada is falling to rebellion. They have communists, anarcho-liberals, a little bit of everything. Canada's kind of like just going through a phase. I was concerned a little bit though in some parts of the game because the one thing that I was very concerned with was this French-Russian tag team with a little bit of Austrian mixed in because that concerned me a lot because after seeing Britain get invaded by the French. Actually, I'll keep it at 2-speed till we get to 20. After seeing France literally just push in, nothing holding them back, just invades Britain and takes them out, and I just see the North Germans getting hit from both sides. I was just like, I was worried this was going to be one of those games where North Germany just can't do anything, and it ends up like my Russia game did, where they just kind of just sit there and they keep taking it and taking it and taking it and dying. But something went on. I don't know what it was, but they ended up pulling off some crazy wins. They pulled off some crazy maneuvers, got some good alliances, and were able to do exactly what they needed. They secured the South Germans. They took Bohemia first, then Moravia. As I said, secured the South German support, and then with, I think it was Britain, they were able to push on a weakened France, and they just clobbered it. And they pushed through and took Alsace-Lorraine, which ended up destroying them. And as a result, they did really well for themselves. And it means the AI did a sufficient job. I was actually kind of gladdened by it, because I finally got a game where Germany was actually able to hold and not die. Again, Russia, for some reason, didn't take this. Don't know why. They didn't take any of this. I have no idea what this Afghanistan is, but my god, is it a goddamn mess. What in the hell is going on down here? Wait a minute. Let me pause this at 30. What is this? Who's invading them? Wait a minute. So, who owns this? Shanghai. So wait a minute. Persia went to war with Afghanistan, but Afghanistan has an alliance with Xinjiang and Shanghai, and is protected by the Japanese. So both these two Chinese territories, when crazy and started pushing in, and they've taken a couple provinces. It looks like Eastern Afghanistan, aka what used to be freaking Kashmir, got taken by the Persians. It looks now that it's getting besieged by all its allies and its own troops. Japan invaded South Persia. Southeast Persian is pushing in. That is a mess and a half. How big is Japan's military? 44 ships, 592 men. It's not great. But overall, I say it was a pretty good game. I mean, we even got Colombia to last until the end of the game. Newfoundland actually formed this time around. Kind of cool. I don't think we had too many other specials. El Salvador is a thing. I mean, surprisingly, Peru and I think Ecuador look like they're actually their territories. Colombia looks about right. Venezuela is the only thing that lost territory. Bolivia is bigger than what it should, and Chile doesn't own exactly everything. Uruguay is still alive. Besides that, I actually got to see a game where Egypt actually kicked Ethiopia's ass before I even got involved. That was kind of cool. I usually always see Egypt get its ass kicked, but I guess they had enough military presence to be able to do it. That was actually kind of a cool surprise. Wherever the hell this is formed, Italy got its ass kicked. It didn't form until after 1900, and by the time it did, it was completely unable to do anything. Like again, there's another game where two Sicilies survived until the end of the game. Basically, northern Italy just died out there unifying. And I found it really funny because after the France and Italy joined together, I was like, oh, maybe the Austro-Hungarians are going to lose. And I was just like, I see a push. I'm just go ahead and fund them. But I don't even know if Austria-Hungary needed that funding or not. If I had to guess what happened was they pushed in. The Austro-Hungarians had enough troops that they systematically killed off little groups of those French and Italian divisions. And with France unable to field its army, because again, it had its issues with the military, and Italy not having the south, it didn't have too big of a military, they both just got smashed into pieces and they died. It's the only thing I can think of that happened. But if there was anything I really wish we could have done before the end is, I kind of wish I could have annexed Luxembourg, but I'm fine with the way it is. I wish we could have went to war with Germany and took some land from them, but I wasn't about to risk this, and they were still allied with the British, so there was no way in hell. 535 against me. Somebody's like, oh, just build up to max and just do your maneuver while they push in against the Russians. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that, all right. Yeah, I'll die. But overall, I think this is disgusting. I don't like that at all. I hate the Russians. They do this now sometimes, and I don't know why, and they never take this anymore. It is disgusting when I see that. Japan didn't take Korea again. Don't know why. But for the most part, most of the map looks, pretty okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. I've seen worse maps. I mean, Spain survived. They didn't lose Catalonia this time. Still owns Cuba and Puerto Rico. Still owns its little bit of African islands. I mean, it survived. But after that, there's not really much else to say. The only thing I can say is I enjoyed my Dutch game. The Netherlands. I wish we could have taken some territory from France. It probably would have been doable. I probably could have pushed in and taken their territory, but I seen it as if you're playing Netherlands and we're playing the way we are, and it's kind of like you get into the mood of the game. Why would, as much as I want to take it, it's like I kind of have my eyes on South that I actually see the Netherlands wanting to keep control of, which is they have Pacific holdings, and our goals should be conquering land out here. This is our colonies. This is our empire. This is where we build at. This is where I would see the empire focusing at. Why would the empire focus on taking territory in Europe when it's already doing well? It has the alliances it needed. Its industry is performing well and above and beyond what it needs. The people are happy for the most part, except for anybody who's not Dutch or whatever else is our accepted cultural group. Yeah, Dutch. But yeah, this was our focus, the Pacific, and we got a fair bit of it. Not as much as I would have liked. I wish we could have got a little bit more, but I accept what we have. So with that, all I have to say is this, guys. I don't know what I'll be playing next. I said I kind of want to do an Ottoman game, but I don't know if I'll do it or not. But all I say is this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We come back, everybody. I don't know what we're playing next, but I'll be sure to see you guys next time. Thanks.